subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody, to some more EU4. It is November 24th in 1636. We recently ran another campaign against the Songhai. It's going okay. Went okay. I'm looking at possibly expanding into this area, but we can't do any more vassal annexation without really upsetting everybody again. So what ended up happening is we got a lot of negative to the annexed vassal scenario going here. So these guys have minus 68 relations, and you got to be 190 in order to annex them. So before I get any where are you going? You're headed back to south. Before I get any further, I want to check on our estates. Which estate can we remove from not from absolutism, although we do want to remove those. What state can we remove from the Mani? So this one is governing capacity. I don't want to mess with that right now. Advisor costs. Okay. Strong duchies we want to keep. Many expeditionary rights. Colonial cost modifier this is saving us 24%, 25%. And revoking will damage loyalty, we'll put it down to 29 something. So it's super close to okay to do this. Instead of taking more territory, let's try to bring these down. Because we got to start revoking these in order to get our production of absolutism, wherever the heck that is. Never remember where to find that one, but here it is, in government. So our max absolutism is minus 10. Mostly because of the different rates. Like all of these negatives in the bottom half, from religious state all the way down to Burger's forced draft, all of those produce less absolutism because it's basically handing power, the opposite of absolute power, to diverse groups. So if we take out this expedition rights, is that one we can activate right now before we do? And if we do, is that going to mess with this? Conquistador. So this one, we would lose loyalty as well. So we don't want to do that. So we'll take that one out in a bit here. I want to wait. Well, I don't want to spark rebellions from it. We're not going to be seizing land or calling a debt or selling titles today. I'm just going to buzz through these real quick, see what it is that we might want to deal with. Not that one. What is our state power right now? We got lots of room to go on this. I don't feel like any of these islands are going to be useful. We will go ahead and state everything in this node then. Yeah, we'll give all those state authority. I just didn't do that one at the beginning. Go. And we're off to the islands. Okay. Alright, so that's that. No. And provinces lacking core, those are gonna have to wait when the states are available. Now that's something we should be very careful of. We got 53% overextension right now. We have 3 that we still have to core. Got 100 and some admin points that I need to gain for that. High fervor. Stability. Well, we don't need war right now. That's army morale. Diplomacy would give us diplo reputation, improve relations, and spy networks. Or national unrest reduction, development costs, and all state equilibriums up. Kind of like the idea of dumping the state equilibrium up. What's the other option? Improve relations, spy action cost, and diplo rep. So it's not spy creation. It's okay. If we were to work on relations with these fellows, that's already full. That's basically full. Top it up. We could also improve relations with the English right now. No, we can't. That's already been done. Ethiopia, good relations still. Yeah, that's at full. Oh, we have an automatic on that, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's fine in that department. I think then we'd probably... I mean, diplomatic reputation's not going to help us breach the gap here of relations. So, although diplomatic... it doesn't do improve relations, does it? Yes, it does improve relations, so that will help. Because these tick down at the end of December here. All these annual ones tick down. And, yeah, the yearly annexed vassal will be improved by that. Okay, purchasing more buildings might be a good idea. Let's check our debt situation first. As an update, probably that's what we want to do. Probably want to deal with getting rid of these debts. We could drop the interest rate better by doing the other ones, and then we're dropping inflation by 0.19 per year. So it's going down. If you add another 5, that's another 2.5 years of inflation. No, I'm looking at the wrong one. I was looking at state maintenance as the cost. 6 months. You know what? No, we're not going to do the trying to re-up burger loan. We're going to do that and that. That takes the bulk of the debt away, and we're making an income of 51 at a time here. So that's pretty darn solid. And that's with rooting out corruption due to the overextension. That's fine. Innovativeness is decreasing. We have been working on the ideas. We're getting close to the quantity ideas. I think we'll keep pumping those ideas. Something I tend to neglect is that every time you use one of these, you get a reduction in the cost of this. So ideas, if you mouse over this, it says ideas minus 22%. That's because we have 11 idea, 22? Or, is it 1% each? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. Supposed to. Oh, maybe military ideas doesn't give you any. I thought that was 2% each. I know it does reduce this number, but I thought this would be 2% each. Oh, you know what? You know what it is? It is in each one. Okay, that's what it is. Right, that's what it does. So, I've got 5 military ideas in one military idea group, so that drops my military tech by 10%. And then in I've got 9 Diplo ideas. Yeah, that's what it's doing. That's right. So 7 here, 8 and 9. So each one of these drops 2% in its corresponding tech. So it's not nothing. That's pretty substantial. All right, we'll keep this going. Oh boy, bringing marriageable women. Population up. And okay, there we go. We got that. Yet another colony expanded there. Colonized lands, huh? Let's go in here. Sure, you guys can pass. I'm gonna pass on the unnecessary cores. More conversions available. That one's gonna take bloody forever. Oh my goodness. That's done. Oh, there's Arabara. Oh well. Do it. Go. Spandy. Okay. Loan renewals. Unfortunate. We're approaching a time to make another one drop. Now we could take on one of these provinces. We could take both of these guys on. We could take these guys and hand them to Oyo and Nupe. Let's do this. Do we have active rebellions brewing? Some. Up in the north. Okay, let's bring you over this way. Which ones? Do you guys have any drill? You guys don't have drill. I'll bring you up to deal with the rebels. We've got... Alvo can switch over to here. Where are you, Alvo? Right there. You can get the other guy. From this way. And you're going to come up this way. That should be sufficient to take care of both of those. Let's get them in place first. No point in jumping the gun before we need to. We'll take these and we'll give them to our vassals so we can still do the development of our admin, building up our admin. Because right now we're spending quite a lot on overextension, and I don't want to keep pushing that yet. Okay. We could just vassalize Messina. We are one friend short of full. Although I'd like to drop that by 2 before I do any more. We have 3 vassals and I'd like to get rid of 2 or 3 of them. Okay. Let that keep going. Let's deal with another paying off a debt. Higher interest one. There we go. That's better than the other option because now we're paying a lot less in interest. We're at 3 for this. Our debt due to loans, it'll disappear within a year. And I doubt we'll get those loans re-upped. Guy is going to get that in 1 point something years. So during that war. So we'll just bring these 2 in. Okay. We could also vassalize Yeo. I don't think that's worth doing. Although, does Yeo have claims? They do. Oh, they've got a lot of stuff. We are totally going to vassalize them. So that's the opposite of what I said I was going to just about to do, but that's fine. All right, let's do this. Let's go war here, and we'll co-belligerent that. And we'll get over to Yao on this side. Do I not have access? Oh, maybe I don't. Really? Hold on. Really? That's how that's gonna turn out? Alright. That's a bunch of New Granada's troops. New Granada has 27,000 troops just sitting there in that land. That's kind of amusing. And, my lord, we got a shock pip. Excellent. We'll just clean this up as quickly as possible. Oh, there's the end of Songhai's most recent war. Tunis. Tunis on their way down to the south. Mamluks, Morocco. Oh boy. Alright, do that. And we've got to have military access through to these guys, I imagine. Yes, we do now. Why don't you come back this way, sir? That's easier. Tariffs on salt. We'll pass the tariffs on adding more tariffs to them. I don't want to keep adding more tariffs to Australia. Pardon me. New quantity idea. Land maintenance modifier down. Okay, we'll take it. I'm just gonna focus on those ideas. We'll get the ideas filled out, and then we'll get back to developing our tech, because we've got some time to work with. Sina is their capital? Or where is their capital? Where the heck is their capital? Did I not see it? Where the heck is their capital? Oh, there it is. I didn't notice it. Wait a second. That's not their capital. Where the heck's your capital, dude? Oh, down here isn't... Oh, and it's already taken. Okay. Well, didn't realize that was going to happen that fast. Probably don't need both armies. Probably a little major extreme overkill. Alright, that's fine. The other rebellion group then, there's one up there. And there's one here. We'll bring you back up this way. We'll just wait on it. The vassals will finish gobbling all that up. No, so we've got to end up giving this to somebody that it matters to. So you have those 4 provinces, and you can take those. That works for me. Or for them too, I guess. Just costs us a lot more Diplo, but it'll cost us less. It'll balance out the Diplo and the admin. Nice, another pip bonus gained. Lovely. Come on. To their capital, please. So we'll take Yao, and then we'll feed them the territory in Shanghai. They have quite a lot of... You'll get all that. That's all core property for them. Peace offer? No, thank you. And they also have Funge as an option to attack, so... yeah. We might feed Yao into being a bit of a giant while we annex the rest of them. Alright, I'm okay with that. We don't have any major issues with disloyalty at all. There's election time now. I gotta check where we're at. We're at 64, so we're not returning or continuing the elector. I think we'll focus on what ideas are we building here. We have both. We'll go with the Diplo guy right now. You got 2 in the military, that's nice. 14%, we take that. There we go. And that's all she wrote. That's 100%. So we'll take Yao as a Congolese vassal, please. That's just by yourself. Gonna only upset a couple. Now that brings us up to our full Diplo. We'll get our troops out of here before... no, we won't. Leave this guy right here, and he'll take on Funge as soon as we can. Truce, we have a truce with Funge. Why do we have a truce with Funge? Why do I have a truce with you, silly? Till 44. So there's 6 years before that happens. Okay. So we will get rid of... We'll deal with that later. That's 44, and this truce ends in 39. So yeah, you're gonna head up this way. That's good. These guys should deal with the rebels up here. We're about to pop that one and about to pop that one. Perfect timing. That was a nice short victorious war. Always gotta love those. Wait for the month end. Or will we? No, what we're gonna do is divvy up Zazo right now. Yes, okay. So, again, you have claims in these 4. So this becomes oil. Oh. Oil and oil. And the rest becomes Nupe. Okay. That works. Good. And now we piece them out, giving the occupied provinces to whom they belong. And this way as well. Vassal feeding. That costs us no admin to, no overextension. Kind to the point. And it's going to upset only a couple. And there we go. So now we've shifted these into gobbling that section up, and these are vassals. And Yeo has a lot of diplo potential here. They can attack. We can take out Funj whenever that truce is up, and we can attack Songhai again next time and give a bunch of cores that are actually core territory of Yeo. So that'll be easier to gobble. Now over here, these would be taking for myself unless we give this to Ouagadougou and only take these 3 provinces for ourselves. We could do that. Sina has Songhai that will not join that war. Ooh. It's close though. It is close enough they might. Let's deal with the rebels. There's the first one on go. That was slick and easy. And this is going all too easily. Now we'll bring you over to here. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's go down and take care of those guys. Up. There's 16 galleons. 26 brigs over there. Okay. We can upgrade the brigs, eh? Are they, some of them not a... Oh, you know what? Our brigs are an upgradable. Okay. How about the galleons? When do they get upgraded? War galleon is next. And the frigate. Okay, good. Need a bunch of cash for that. Armies in exile. Lose a bit of money. Trading livestock over there. Good. Did I lose a leader? I did. This guy on. Oh, nice. Smash skills, dude. Oh. I was just going to move through there, Songhai, you jerk face. Okay, if I attack this guy, bring them, and Songhai will join in. Let's wait for that other rebel to pop, and then we'll smash him. So, I had sent you charging around, but it's not going to happen now. That's fine. There's another revolt. Are you going to take it? You might not hit him. Knock around some separatists. Oh, noble plot. Just straight up lose a stability. That's annoying. Is it because that might have been because I was over 50% here? Annoying indeed. A missionary's working there, a missionary's working there, and a missionary's working there. We'll hold off on. Actually, we'll go ahead and put the points in. Yeah, I'll do this. Those guys need it. A bunch of them do. Got some rebels stewing slowly. Well, maybe not even slowly. There's the Northern Rebellion. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Both of those popped. Foreign inventor. In innovativeness, and a bunch of foreigners lose relations, or gain a relation and gain some prestige. I'll take the innovativeness, thank you. And unfortunately, bad times are happening. All right, so the plan here is to probably give as much land from Songhai to Oyo as we can. Songhai's got troops there. You're going to head down this way. You're going to knock through that guy. you're going to end up walking through this way. So, Yatenga's lands will go to Ouagadougou. We'll take Messina for ourselves, and we'll give as much of this as we can to... Oh, are you still in a war, Songhai? Reconquest of Dra. Oh, because Morocco is on their side. Okay. Okay. Got drawn into another war, which means they might not... Dang it. Dang it. They were just... It was just going to be perfect. It's not cool, Charlie. It's not cool. I definitely want to reset that. I definitely need Songhai to... Oh, truce with Adel has ended. Right. Can we move through here now? No. We get access through Funj. If we go after Adel, we'll probably get access through Funj. Are we able to, though? We could ask for military access. And it's nowhere near, like, contested. So if we're going over towards Adel, who are we going to end up fighting if we do the war over here instead? Makuria and Yemen. And Adel. And of course we'll bring Ethiopia in on our side for that. Okay. What's Adel's army size? Adel's sitting with 62k, so they're not... We shouldn't ignore them. And Yemen and Makuria. Adel, Yemen, and Makuria. Yemen has 22. Makuria has 7. Okay. We definitely want to bring troops actively into this frontier. Finish that, and then we'll move over this way. Actually, we'll probably come through this land here. We'll let them wait at the fortress. Yeah. Keep these guys back here. Then we should activate the navy for this. Sure. We can even sail one group around, I suppose. I'm gonna have to leave one over here for rebellions. We'll take these two and come in through the Ethiopian lands into Adel. What's the fort situation looking like over there? They get level 7, that's their capital, a 6 there, a 6 there. Oh, do we not have... We don't have level 7 forts, do we? That's troubling. That means they're gonna stomp through our forts. Well, they have set 19 Miltech. Gives them a tech advantage and a supply advantage over us. So we'll have to do numbers there. Okay. We'll definitely have to pull a lot of numbers in. Okay. So we'll wait for this group to clear that territory. Wait for the ships to regenerate. Bring the troops across down here, and we'll get this group to come in through Ethiopia. We'll hold with the fort in the south. It won't hold long, but we'll hold for a while. And if they put all their focus there, then Ethiopia will be able to smack through in the north. Maybe. There's no getting through. Oh, you can go up through this way, but then you can't come down through this way. Yeah, they can definitely make the attack be one-sided. If they take that fort, then they break out in here. We've got Chasey Chase going again. Not ideal. But we'll look to see what happens there. We won't... I don't think we'll be able to spark that war today. Okay, let's get this guy marching. Down this way, then. At least we'll have enough to come... Well, yeah. Our one force will help with Ethiopia. We'll probably bring the other guy over and deal with waiting on rebellions. 3.2 years, 4.3 years. Yeah, we will. You could just end up sitting over here because Not going to be able to activate much elsewise. Yeah, we'll take 2 armies through the north and 2 armies through the south. Okay. Cash-wise, we're making 56 a day. We are nearing the end of these debts. 1,200 in total, so we're 600 bucks away, so that's less than a year to pay that out. A lot of marching to do here for the boys. Since we've been putting into ideas, I forgot about the difference in that current Miltech, but we'll do this last idea group, which will give us a force limit modifier up by 33%, which would actually allow us to spawn an entire extra army. So I can bring up the 5th. Not plead the 5th, that's something different from the land south of me. 4 constructions. Doing well. Tiari, the Tunisians. That's funny. There's that Tunis that can, yeah. You're at war with a lot of guys. Oh, you're at war with Morocco. Or Mamluks. How did that happen, buddy? Hold on. Defender Moroccan reconquest. Wait, were you allied? Who are you allied with that gave you that? You're against Morocco. Oh, you must have been guaranteeing them. Maybe. You got a royal marriage. But yeah, they were linked with these guys, and that's dumb, dude. Now you're at war with Portugal. Gonna kick your butt. And you're at war with Morocco, the Mamluks, and the Mamluk in Australia. They're at Tech 19 too. Man, it is. Oof. There's a lot of points to spend. You really got to have a lot of points income, that's for sure. Maybe we need to work on spending more here. We'll get the debt down and then we'll consider possibly expanding the... Oh, you know what? I could have colonized through here? Oh, no, I couldn't. We'll get the debt down and then we'll look at expanding our points generation. England would like a bunch of money. You're welcome, England. We have oodles and scoodles of it down here. So. Alright, leader is available here. Let's get you off your... hold on. 51 ships there. I think we will bring these transports out. Mamluks, and they're 56 ships. 40 of them are transports. Jeepers. Yeah. Sure thing. Let's group the fleet up. Independent trader, or we could get a 50% trade efficiency guy. We're not doing a 50% trade efficiency guy, so we'll take him. Speaking of those extra points, let's group the fleet up and bring it around. We'll dock in Pate. We'll wait to see what their situation is like there. We get around here, but I don't think we need to. We only one colonist active right now? Really? Really? Silliness, isn't it? Colonize that one to make a bridge there. And we'll work on colonizing here. Nope. Here. Sure, why not? I don't know that it's very much worth doing that, but that's okay. More trade range for me. Nearly there with the southern armies. Let's go with grabbing some ash from these guys. And then get England to send us some manpower. What? Really? Oh, I did that recently, did I? Okay. Is there... I don't need these, or I don't need, England in this war, but... Distant war would... They're never going to be involved in it. Okay. Makuria is... Wait, Makuria is allied to Ethiopia? That would bring Mogadishu in. Interesting. Do I want that? Probably not. Once we take land there, we'll probably hit Mogadishu. What does Mogadishu have for allies? Just Yemen. And Makuria is allied with both? Oh, independence guaranteed by Ethiopia. Not for long. Probably give that to Ethiopia. Yeah, I think we will. Okay, well, we're going to wrap up today's episode here. Thanks, everybody, so much for joining me. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. See you in game. Hey, look. Little piece of Timurids. Timurids were wiped. And that's them. That's fun. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. Have a good night.